Double-digit divisors. So this is, the process is exactly the same as a single-digit divisor, only we're going to use the strategies and methods we used yesterday when finding out where the first number goes and whether that first number is too high, too low, or too right. But something we can do to combat that is, if you list the first 9 multiples of the divisor, so if I count by my divisor, you don't have to guess what number to use. Process is the same. We group, we multiply, subtract, bring down. So let's see what we've got here. So I have 6,250 divided by 25. So I've counted by 25s, the first 9 multiples of 25. 25, 50, 75, 100, so on and so forth, all the way down to 225. So where does the first number go? Well, let's see. Which number is larger than 25? 6 isn't larger than 25, but 62 is. So my first number goes there. Now I'm going to go, what is the largest number less than 62? Well, 25. 75 is bigger than 62, so I know it's 50. So I put a 2 up here. So I've grouped. Now I multiply. 25 times 2 is 50. Now I don't need to think about multiplication because it's already done for me. So if I subtract, I get 12, and then I bring down my 5. So then I come back over here to my multiples, and I look, 125, 125. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 times 25 is 125. So if I subtract, I get 0, bring down my 0. Now how many groups of 25 fit into 0? Well, 0. 0 times 25 is 0. And this problem comes out even. So go ahead and give the video a pause, and we'll see how you did on the problem that you did by yourself. Hopefully we have the same answer, 151. So let's talk about the steps. Counted by 15s, 15, 30, 45, 60, all the way down to 135. Then I group, well, what number is larger than 15? 2 is not larger than 15, but 22 is. So I look over here, what's the largest number that's less than 22? And it happens to be 15, so I've grouped. So I've got my 1 up here. 1 times 15 is 15. I subtract 22 minus 15 is 7. Bring down the 6. So then I go back over, so 76. What's the greatest number less than 76? Well, it's 75. So if I multiply, 5 times 15 is 75, and then I subtract 76 minus 75 is 1, bring down the 5. Well, how many groups of 15 fit into 15? Well, just 1. And then I multiply, 1 times 15 is 15. Subtract, it comes out even. Now you'll notice that I put 2 lines if it came out even. That's just what my 7th grade math teacher, Mrs. Jernay, taught me. So I've been using it ever since. So feel free to write a 0. Feel free to draw 2 lines. I think a line's easier to do than a 0. So let's take a look at this problem here. Now, the 67 is awfully hard to count by. So what I did instead is I got my calculator out, because 25 and 15 are relatively easy to count by. So 67 plus 67, and then if I just hit the equals, keep hitting the equal sign, that counts me by 67. So I didn't do all those multiplication problems. I used a calculator to help me out, which is fine, because what we're worried about here is you know the process of division, not whether or not you know how to multiply. So I'm looking for a number that is greater than 67. 5 is not greater than 7, 59 is not greater than 67, but 597 is. So here's where my first number is going to go. So let's find a number that is less than 500. 536 is the largest number that's greater than 67. So I've got to go back, count them up, and I see that it's the 8th multiple, so 8. So 8 times 67 is 536. And I have to subtract. 7 minus 6 is 1, 9 minus 3 is 6, 5 minus 5 is 0. So that brings down the 8. So what's the largest number less than 618? Well, it's 603, and that is the 9th. So I don't, multiplication's already done, so 603. That's what I like about listing the multiples. I don't have to worry about taking care of trying to guess, and well, is 9 too much, too little, not enough? I've listed the multiples right here, and it's already done. I don't have to think about multiplying again. It's already taken care of. So now I've got 15 left over. What do I do? What do I do? Oh yeah, that's right. The remainders no longer exist. Okay, so what I have here is a fraction. Now remember, what I have left over goes in the numerator, and then my divisor is my denominator. Now, as you'll find out tomorrow when we do fractions and decimals, that my denominator is always my divisor, my divisor is always my denominator. So they're the same thing. And we're also, if I do having this fraction here, we're setting you up for success when we come to making improper fractions, mixed numbers, and mixed numbers, improper fractions. But that's another month or two away. So give the video a pause, try this other problem, let's see how you do. I came up with 121 and 2 41sts. So if I counted by 41s, here are my first 9 multiples of 41. I'm looking for a number greater than 41. 49 is greater than 41. And it just so happens that 1 is the largest number that's smaller than 41. So 1 times 41 is 41. Subtract 8, bring down the 6. After that, I go, I'm grouping. So what's the largest multiple of 41 that's less than 86? Well, it's 82. Multiply, see 82, subtract 43, 4, and then I bring down the 3. So I'm looking for a number that is the greatest number less than 43, and it happens to be 41. So put my 1 up here, multiply 41, 43 minus 1 is 2. So then I put my fraction up here again. What I have left over is my numerator, my divisor is always my denominator. So hopefully that helps you out, and try those practice problems, and we'll see you in class tomorrow.